as usual, our Thursday live trading session. My name is Christian, the first time here, but you will see me more in the future. Before we start, I just want to quickly remind you that we are having Black Friday promotion right now. So if you're planning to buy one phase accounts up to 50K, you can use code TTP Friday 25 and you will get the discount. So, Lachlan, how are you doing today?
Good, Christian, very well. Staying out of trouble. It's staying out of trouble. So everything is good. It's cold here in Japan. It's very cold, but apart from that, we're fantastic. So very good.
Any market insights that you can already tell? What is planning today?
Oh, I think we're going. Yeah, I think Europe's going to go down, but we are heading into the US Thanksgiving long weekend, so the markets are starting to become a little bit quiet. I think Europe's going to run really nicely today, and then tomorrow it'll be as flat as a tack. But, either way, it should be very good today. It was very good yesterday, very good on Tuesday. So let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. So.
Great. I'm pretty sure it's going to be very, very interesting to look what is going to happen. And Lachlan, I'm going to give the word to you. It's your time.
So I'll take over. Perfect. All right. Hi, guys and girls. Lockie here. I hope you are magic. Thank you to Christian. I'm just going to get this chat log up and running, guys, here in the background, so everybody in Zoom can throw chat in, which would be fantastic. Guys, I'll double check that you can see my screens. I do believe you can. So, guys, shout out to Christian, shout out to TTP for the opportunity. Andy, how are you? Hope you're fantastic. So, thank you. The Aussies are on deck, ready to rock and roll, which is awesome. So, guys and girls, we're going to get going. The markets are quiet, guys. There's no doubt markets are quiet, but I do believe the Europeans are going to take off. It's probably going to be to the downside. They're probably going to try and drag the US markets with them. Both US markets, though, are at very, very key market levels. So if we do go much lower in Europe, guys, we're going to drag the Americans to the downside, and they've got a long way to fall, guys, after 2 to 3 days of absolutely beautiful rally. No charts visible yet. No, there shouldn't be charts yet. Keith, what we should be able to see is just PowerPoint. So I'll make sure that you guys can see the PowerPoint. And if you can see the PowerPoint, we should be good to go. Perfect. Okay, great. All right. So as for those of you that might be out there on the world of YouTube, you might be out there on YouTube, you might be brand new to what we do. Welcome, guys. Welcome. My name is Lockie, guys. I'm with Samurai Day Trading out of Singapore. I'm going to be taking you for the live trading room session today. Guys, a big shout out to the TTP team. Also, Christian. Lovely to have Christian introducing us. I just had a chat with Arlen earlier. Guys, sent messages about the market volatility. I do think we're going to go down today, guys. I do think it's going to be quite good fun. I do think we're going to get off to a bit of a shotgun start. And the moment we do end up with a shotgun start, guys, we may end up going quite quiet. So today could be a really good opportunity, guys, to if we do go quiet, no guarantee either way, but if we do go quiet, great opportunity to ask questions and similar things. Now, mind you, whenever I say I think it's going to be a quiet session, guys, we go gangbusters. So that's the way it rock and rolls. Guys, we're going to be in a live trading environment today. The reason being ultimately is immediate proof of performance. There is a really, really key, guys, advantage to live trading rooms, and that is it's very, very easy to gather confidence in a trading strategy and start to develop psychology around that confidence if you know what you're doing and the signals are being called live. So today we're going to be doing all of that. Guys, because we are going to be broadcasting across multiple countries and multiple jurisdictions, guys, there are 4 customer caution notices that I need to brief you on. Firstly, guys, I'm going to be trading futures today. There are other people also trading CFDs. All that ultimately means, guys, is that there is risk in trading these things. Guys, there's a risk of making money and also losing money. So again, a lot of people focus on the losing money. I tend to focus on the making money because the risk, as if you know what you're doing in the game of trading, as the risk of making money is actually a lot more fun than the risk of losing it. Now, because we are trading futures, and some are on CFDs, we trade on margin. That means we borrow a little bit of money every time we take a trade. What does that mean? Ultimately, that the risk is amplified in both directions. It can actually be very friendly, As it can also be a little bit unfriendly. So you'll find today we are professional risk controllers. As everything we do is general information only. Past performance of all financial products is no longer allowed to be used as an indication of future performance, guys, particularly in Australia and the UK. Guys, Australia is very, very strict on compliance. So we will basically go to the strictest countries in the world and make sure that we are super compliant, because we've got quite a few Aussies, guys, that are watching us today. Finally, guys, the presentation today is for educational purposes only. There's also a market risk factor called the internet. Because we are trading over the internet today, I may call you in or out of a trade as per the 101 education course that Samurai teaches. As the key point about calling you in is you may not be able to get in where I want you to get in and out where I want you to get out, simply because we trade over the internet. So you've got to be careful with that one. Guys, who am I? Very, very, very brief introduction. I started futures trading in 2007, started my first trading school in 2009. As I've had the privilege of educating now more than 2,500 traders in 22 countries. As they've all gone through the 101 course. As I've written all of the algorithms, guys, I've written all of the indicators. So effectively, as my life since 2007 has been nothing but professional trading. So guys, we're building up our social media. Samurai's been around now for just over a year. Our Instagram account is up there. Obviously, YouTube is there. YouTube, as we're very, very quickly climbing to 250,000 views on YouTube. So my goal is to be there by Christmas. As TikTok is brand new, so please don't be rude if you go to the TikTok. So there's around 20 videos at this point in time, but we will build that up over time. And if I mention anything today you would like more information on, info@samuraidaytrading.com. I know it's very old-fashioned to use email, but we do use email. And it does keep us out of mischief. Now, with all that said, guys, we've got our annual conference coming up. It's completely free, guys. It's on Saturday, the 6th of December at 9 a.m. You can register from anywhere in the world you would like to. As we're going to be doing a lot of things at the annual conference, but primarily what we're going to be doing over there on the right-hand side, guys, we're going to be focusing on trading strategies that actually work, as opposed to ideas and concepts that don't work. And you're going to see a lot of those actually in the charts today. Now, if you do, guys, if you would like to attend that annual conference, if you're in the Zoom today and you have not registered, yes, Alan, 100%. I've been futures trading since the 1st of August 2007. Hence the reason that we generally get it right more than we get it wrong, which is good fun. So with all that said, guys, there's also lucky door prizes there. So a big thank you to TTP, guys. They've given us some really, really cool lucky door prizes. So, guys, if you want those lucky door prizes, please register so we can start to get all the draws and everything ready for that. As for those in the Zoom meeting, if you haven't registered, guys, then I'll drop the link in during the actual LTR session itself. And for anyone out there on the internet, you might be out on YouTube. If you do want to attend, guys, the annual conference, please do get in contact with Samurai. Guys, it is 100% free to attend. We're going to be doing 3 trading masterclasses. I was focusing on delta trading, OSR trading, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, guys, our chart layout is going to be as per on the right-hand side here. So when we get into the charts in about 2 minutes' time, that's exactly what you're going to be seeing. NASDAQ top left. As the primary reference chart for the NASDAQ is the S&P 500. FDAX, obviously the primary reference chart for that is the FESX. Just so everybody knows, the FESX is the biggest market in the world at this time of the day. It's a very, very good idea to keep an eye on that particular market. As the volume is huge, when it decides to go up, everybody follows it. When it decides to go down, clearly everybody follows it. Now, guys, how are we going to be trading? We're going to be following our mantra that we've done literally since 2009, which is let the market do the heavy lifting. The key point about that is that we're going to let the markets actually generate the trade for us. We're not going to second guess what the market's going to do. Guys, today we're going to be focusing, particularly if it's low volatility, we'll be focused on static entry trades. We'll be letting the market actually tell us when to get in. A static entry trade is ultimately when the candle closes. So I'm going to be focusing on the 12 things over there on the left-hand side. The 4 primary focuses, guys. The top one there will be CSA, being candlestick analysis. Then we're going to look at delta trading. There'll be 3 deltas running on my charts today, guys. Delta 1, 2, and 3. Guys, we're looking at ratios and candle dominance. And finally, guys, the ABC and stair step all the way down the bottom there ultimately defines exactly what we're going to be doing on every single trade. So without any further delay, let's jump into the charts. So we'll jump into the charts. Let me get rid of that. guys, and TTP are highly likely to grab the camera, which they've done. So literally broadcasting across on YouTube, we should all now, guys, have lots of charts on our screens. So can I confirm, Toby, how are you? Hope you're fantastic. Can I confirm that you guys and girls, particularly in Zoom, because you're easy to get to, can you see charts? If so, we'll start to build what is likely to occur today. So again, if you can tell me that, perfect, Keith, thank you. So guys and girls, let's start down the bottom. So thank you for all the feedback. Guys, as the numbers grow, the feedback gets faster, so absolutely brilliant. So what I've got, guys, we'll build it as we do every single day. For those that are in trading session, guys, if you haven't seen what we do, with exactly the same protocol on a daily basis, just same thing over and over and over again. Lockie, can you tell us a bit more, Sasi, about the LTR? So yes, I can very quickly, but Sasi, probably a little bit more in the session for you. So we run a European Open live trading room every day, which is the one we're about to launch. We also run a US closed live trading room, which runs for the US closed trading session. We also have a virtual live trading room that runs for around 20 hours a day. So you can literally log in, watch the charts moving, chat to other traders, and start to get better at what you do. So virtual trading room runs around 20 hours a day. We've got a US closed live trading room, and we're about to go into the the European Open. You can watch gold charts, Sasi, if you want to. you can watch gold charts. They're very, very easy to set up. So, Sasi, what I'll do, I'll jump on your questions a little bit later if I can, because I'm going to have to run through a lot of analysis very, very quickly, because the Open's a little bit, the Open's getting closer, guys, getting closer. All right. So first and foremost, and great questions, Sasi, tons of time to answer them during the session for you if you would like. Now, first things first, guys, S&P 500. As everybody that is with Samurai already knows that normally when we get a reversal, like we've got this reversal here, guys, that's an SBR reversal for those that are brand new to what we do. So the actual indicators will tell you exactly what style of trade is setting up. Guys, this happens 24 hours a day. They just keep on going round and round and round in circles. So we're in a static bar reversal long. Typically, when we get a static bar reversal long on the S&P 500, they will buy for a minimum of 3 days, which is 1, 2, 3. So what we've got at this stage, guys, today's trading is hiding just in there, that tiny little candle. So what has occurred, guys, what has actually occurred over the last 3 days? We've had a beautiful rally, guys, on the US market. We did talk about this, guys. We did talk about this 3 days ago, saying here is a daily static bar reversal long on the S&P. These guys are likely to buy for 3 days. That's exactly what they've done, guys, which I think reinforces the power of not only the strategy, but the mathematics behind the indicators, which is good fun. Now, what does it mean? Guys, the buyers are slowly but surely losing control of the S&P 500. It is highly likely today, guys, if Europe decides it wants to take a little bit of a fall, the S&P 500 is probably going to fall, but it's not going to fall very far. It's probably going to fall down to the top of the trend indicator. All right. So as we move down to the 4-hour chart, guys, as one of you has already mentioned, guys, we've got a very, very powerful little signal setting up to the downside here. So just to put a little arrow on the chart for you. So this is the S&P 500 4-hour chart. So this is the US cash market yesterday. So again, we came out on even more. Jürgen, good morning. How are you? Hope you're fantastic. Guys, even more positive news, guys, out of the US last night. We've actually loaded, you can everybody see this little -4 rated static bar reversal. Basically what has just occurred in the last couple of hours is the sellers have tried to sell down, and they've tried to trigger a 4-hour reversal long. And at this point in time, no one is interested in triggering a 4-hour long. Now, if we do fall long, guys, we do fall short. If we do fall short, guys, all I want you to do for the 4-hour chart traders, guys, is draw a Fibonacci from here. So the bottom of that one, all the way to the top of that one. Guys, and if the S&P 500 decides to get a wriggle on, guys, it's going to go down there to 6816, right? Can everybody see that 50 Fibonacci down, right? 6816. So if we do break, guys, if we do break the 4-hour low, these guys are likely to take a bit of a tumble. They would need the European traders, as they would need the European traders to take that tumble, right? So Europe will basically direct what the US traders are going to do for the next sort of 2 to 3 hours. Now, understanding we are going into US Thanksgiving, guys, again, please be aware that the volatility and the volume in the markets may drop on us today. Guys, we do have volatility warning built into the chart. So again, if the volatility does drop down too low, Then we'll basically go into a Q&A session and I can answer any question you've got, basically about any asset class that I have traded. So what we do need to do is we're going to keep an eye. I'm going to make sure that this Fibonacci here is colored correctly. So for our 4-hour chart, all we're going to be doing is a green Fibonacci, just so we know there's very, very key levels. If Europe does decide to drop, then we're watching very, very carefully as to where the US falls down to. All right, now down to the 60-minute chart, you can see we've got some really, really quite serious consolidation going on at this point in time. Again, there is the low, so this little level down the bottom here, absolutely critical. If we do get a 5-minute close, if we do get a 5-minute close below this level here, which is marked on the 5-minute chart for you there, these guys are likely to move down to at least the top of the trend indicator, if not a little bit further. Okay. Now, guys, typically when the market is coming into a Thanksgiving, there's been a lot of people out there in the US that will say, I'm going to sell securities. I'm going to sell my securities leading into a long weekend in case something goes wrong. All right. So for those of you that trade the Singapore close, as everyone will be able to see literally, if I have a quick look at that. So around about 2 hours ago, guys, can everybody see this little SBR short? So little SBR short there on the S&P 500. That'll basically be the Singapore traders who have said, we don't want to hold our index positions over the long weekend in case something goes wrong. So we're now going to sell our positions leading into the long weekend. So that's exactly what these guys have just done. I was not surprised. They do it every single holiday, and they normally do it around at that time. All right. So if you are a Singapore close trader on the S&P 500, notice you've got an absolutely perfect sell signal. It's even labeled for you on the chart. Perfect little static bar reversal, and that's obviously going very, very well for the S&P 500. Now, what we do need to be aware of is the Asian low. Let me just sketch on an Asian low for you here. This is our current Asian low. Now, again, as we do this every day, here is our S&P 500 Asian low. So what's actually just occurred, we'll put that all the way across the chart. Let's get rid of that one because that was the Asian low, but it's now changed. What we've got to be very, very well aware of is right here is that little black line. What the sellers on the Asian markets have done to the S&P 500 is they've tried to sell below. They've tried to sell below and hold below the Asian low. They've tried twice, and that has actually failed quite badly. So what it ultimately means is they're going to return. Their first port of call will be to the 50 fib of the day, which is hiding here. Their next port of call will be to the Asian high. Now, guys, if we do get back to the Asian high, okay, so let's just put this on for you at the top. These guys do get back to the Asian high and they close over the Asian high, they're likely to track a little bit higher. Let me tell you exactly what they're going to do. So on the 4-hour chart, as these guys are gearing up for a swing trigger long. All right. So a swing trigger, for those that are not aware, I'll just show you what it is. Let me just get rid of this one. A swing trigger looks like this. All right. So you've got a big A, a little B, and what we're setting up for at the moment is an anticipation of C. Now, where these guys are going to get a real wriggle on, guys, is at 6833. So just above that 4-hour candle there. If we do get buying coming into Europe, Toby, keep an eye out for a tier 2 reversal long on FDAX for me, please. If we do get along, guys, if the S&P gets up anywhere near 6833, they're going to trigger a 4-hour long, guys. That would likely go for 12 hours. All right. So what we need to do is we need to go and mark 680. Let's say Bresto. There it is right there. So again, that's not only is that the Asian high, guys, oh, there it is. I've already got on the chart for you right there. Guys, if the S&P fails to sell down, guys, you're looking at a 4-hour swing trigger long. Okay, so 4-hour swing trigger long is right here. If these guys get a wriggle on, guys, then that 4-hour long should go, just so everybody knows, it should go for 12 hours to the high side. Right now we've done the S&P 500, guys. We'll just bring the chart back on so everybody knows what's going on. These buyers are really strong here. There is a second tier. Let me just double check. There's 1, 2. Just double checking. Second tier reversal long on NASDAQ, right? So that static bar reversal long is a second tier reversal long. That is a second tier reversal long on S&P 500 as well. So guys, interesting point. This is exactly what the markets did yesterday, but in exactly the opposite direction. Guys, exactly the opposite direction. What does it mean? Yesterday, we set up these reversals short and the market went beautifully to the downside. If anybody is already long on the NASDAQ, guys, because you trade the pre-market, you may be long already on that static bar reversal. Guys, if you are long on that static bar reversal, it is labeled for you on the charts. You've got this beautiful Fibonacci failure as well. So if you guys are long, I want you to try and hold that for 15 minutes, please. All right, so there's big orange climactic candles straight into these Fibonacci's, couldn't go down, set up a reversal long, and it's going quite well. Remy, nice work. Okay, now, speaking of that, for the Nazi traders, basically everything today reciprocates straight across to the NASDAQ from the S&P 500, hence the reason we did the S&P first. Double check that. Yeah, look at this. As your Asian low inside that box is a 233 fib extension off the monthly chart. So there's some pretty big players, guys, some pretty big players holding around. If you are long, guys, on the NASDAQ, your volatility, for those that are brand new, this is a volatility indicator. Volatility says go for a 20 tick target and a 50 tick target. Again, I'll draw that on the screen for you just to make sure everyone's clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As that is a 50 tick box. So if you are long over the top of that static bar reversal, you've already gone way beyond the 20 tick target, way beyond the 50 tick target, right? So please do keep an eye on your volatility based targets today. So unless you know better, please don't go for a Hail Mary target, as because we might be dropping volatility and volume as we lead into Thanksgivings. Now, most importantly, NASDAQ is exactly the same as the S&P 500. For even better, you guys have got a lower low, which actually adds a little bit of insult to the trigger. Your trigger's at 337.25. That's 337.25. 337.25. Hey presto, there is your trigger. All right, so what it means, guys, what it means for those that are new to what we do or those that have been here for years, guys, what we're doing, that, whoopsie, typo there for you, that is a 4-hour swing trigger long. Now, what's going to happen, guys, the market could try and get up to the swing trigger long, fail badly. So if these buyers do push up, note, please, that in incredible stuff, these guys failed at the 141.4 daily fib extension perfectly last night. If these guys were to push back up to the 141.4 and fail, guys, we're going to pick up a bank of really, really lovely shorts, really incredible sell signals. So this is a second tier reversal short for those that trade Singapore close. So we're looking for a short just here. Guys, we want the buyers to push up, fail really, really badly, very early, turn around, come back down. Guys, if we fail at the top, we're going to go all the way back down to the Asian low and off we go. Okay, so this could actually be quite good fun. All right, so we'll put that up the top. Guys, again, today I'm going to be focused really heavily on static entries. Guys, so static entries, ultimately, we're waiting for the candle to close before we decide. I do think these guys are going to tank. Guys, I do think they're going to tank. Okay, that's just my humble opinion. Now, that being said, guys, we're going to watch 6 p.m. Tokyo time. So 1 hour into the session, we're going to be watching that for some Tokyo news. Just be aware, guys, it is US public holiday today. And therefore, sorry, not Tokyo news, it's German news. We're going to be watching for that. We've got a second tier reversal, guys, that's set up here and then failed to engage. All right, so if the buyers can't engage second tier reversals long, guys, it looks like we're going to go short. Now, slightly bigger perspective here. Guys, again, we're only 2 days. Guys, we're only 2 days into this long, but we're 3 days into this long. All right, so understanding that Europeans follow the same rules. Perfect, MJ. As understanding these guys follow the same rules, 1, 2, 3. It looks like the buying on the F may be done because we've had 3 buying days after this reversal long. All right, down to the 4-hour chart. Guys, our danger, and here's the danger straight up. Guys, we have opened in a 4-hour chart static bar reversal short. Guys, it's labeled on the chart for you there for anybody that needs a little bit of help spotting these signals. It is labeled right there. This is an incredibly powerful sell signal on the European markets. It's very, very powerful. What does it ultimately mean if we're failing at a larger Fibonacci extension? Well, can everybody see if I blow this up? You guys are failing at the 150 extension. It means they're likely to drop down to the 100 green extension. All right, so that's the 150. It's a green off the 4-hour chart. So the FESX, guys, highly likely to drop down to 610. All right, from where we're currently trading, 654. So what is that? That's around about 44 points. So if you wanted to do the maths on that, guys, it looks like the FDAX is going to try and drop around about 167 points. It's around about 167, give or take 1 or 2 points of loose change. Okay. So I'd suggest, guys, we're going down. I wouldn't be surprised if they try and buy early and fail. And here's our FESX. Guys, let me just double check my Fibonacci levels here. I'll tell you what I am going to do. What I'm going to do. I am going to get rid of that 4-hour Fibonacci going that way. I'm going to, let's have a quick look. Okay, what I want is I want a fib up on the 4-hour chart to catch them on the way down. I said, please be advised that Fibonacci is always drawn up to catch it on the way down. The spine of the Fibonacci is always drawn left to right, and Fibonacci is not palindromic, guys, which means it can be upside down. It is not like the number 808. It cannot be read the same in both directions. So be very careful if someone tells you that Fibonacci is palindromic. You'll be able to say, no, I've heard it's not, and Lockie's gone and proved it. So, Toby, already have a weekly KPI, less confidence in the day before Thanksgiving. So, right. Yeah, mate, yeah, just sit back and watch, mate. Just sit back and watch. This, guys, if you've had a big week, Toby's already over his weekly KPI. All right, so if you've had a big week, if you've had a big week of trading, you're really, really lovely and profitable, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with just sitting back and saying, you know what, I'm just going to chill out. I'll wait for next week. Now, I'd suggest today for the FDAX traders, as we roll into the open, both European markets have got a gap to close. Okay, if we do sell, guys, it's going to go down to the extension, so I'll put that all the way down the bottom. Double checking our S&P 500 volume, guys, as we lead in is wow. Okay, that's why we check now, guys. S&P 5 volume is only 29,000, guys. All this week it's been between 60 and 80,000. So I would suggest at this point in time, guys, I would suggest that the market is going to go nuts probably for around about half an hour, then it's literally going to freeze. Right? So the market may freeze. Now, what does that mean, guys? We may actually end up with an early mark if the market just freezes. It's a really good opportunity, guys, a really good opportunity to get questions answered. The Europeans, guys, they will probably produce 2 to 3 really good trades relatively quickly, and then they ultimately may actually start to run out of steam. Okay, so I'll call all the signals for you. Guys, if we do run out of steam, what it ultimately means is after a Thanksgiving long weekend, if the market does what it's been doing for the last sort of 15 or so years, what we normally get is a really nice little Santa rally, so a really nice rally into Christmas. I wouldn't be surprised at all, guys, if the US comes out with some even more positive to help the Santa rally realize its true potential. And if that does occur, guys, I'm going to modify these fibs slightly. If that does occur, guys, don't be surprised if we get a really, really lovely little Santa rally, and also don't be surprised if a significant amount of volume returns to the market. There might be a significant amount of volume returning to the market just after Thanksgivings to take advantage of what is anticipated to be a really cool little Santa rally. And then we go from there. Thank you, mate. So we've got 53 seconds, guys, 53 seconds until the gun goes. Now, I've switched the fib on this one. Let me switch the fib on this one as well. So for the S&P traders and Nazi, guys, if you're looking for a really, really high success rate, we're going to be looking for dual market agreement. Okay, so again, focus will be pretty heavily, guys. Focus will be pretty heavily on the FDAX in around 23 seconds. Guys, the stair-step Fibonacci looks like that. We're expecting these guys to push up to the 133 extension and fail. I would not be surprised at all, guys, for the FTX traders. What's our volume like? Volume is very low, guys, so we are going to go climactic on our opening candle quite quickly. So again, just watch for the color change. Just watch for the color change on the candle. As I've just got a trade alert, on Telegram telling me the British pound and the Japanese. So both the Japanese and British pound are forming buy signals. All right, so let's see what these guys do. Now we're climactic, guys. So if you trade climactic reversals, guys, off the FDAX on the opening candle, as your entry point, you're looking at a 67 entry point. If you are going to go short, guys, at 67, your first target is going to be 62. Now, it's already gone through that target once. So if you are going to go short at 67, guys, if you are short, its target is 62. I'm just going to draw that target on the screen for you. So guys, well done. If you're short at 67, guys, if you waited for the opening candle to turn climactic, you waited for the buyers to push up, fail at the, fancy that, the 133 Fibonacci extension again. So if you have gone short, guys, your first target is 672, which is 5 points. Your second target is 10 points. And for the slightly more experienced traders, try and hold it as long as you can, guys. But if these guys absolutely tank, guys, then everyone's going to get an opportunity to get on board. All right. So what the FTX has just done, guys, as per the opening candle algorithm, they've pushed up, they've hit the 133 extension, they've gone climactic, which is an extreme volume warning. You guys that know what you're doing have gone short at 67. First target is 62. Guys, second target is 57. I'll just put that on there. That's the second target. It's even gone to a third target, guys, almost a fourth target. All right, so anybody that is short on the FTAX, guys, you can go for 5s and 10s if you've got a bit more experience, guys, 5s and 25s, or with low volatility hanging around 5s and 20s. Shelton, very nice trade, mate. Very nice trade, very fast payer. Nice, very fast payer, that one. All right, so that's only, guys, now the opening candle FTX trade, guys, the most important filter ever is the 133 Fibonacci extension, followed by the right pivot file. Guys, you've got to make sure you've got the right pivot file on, otherwise you will not know when to take that trade. Remy, nice work. Okay, well done. Perfect. So, guys, at this stage, the Europeans have got command of what's going on globally at this stage. So what we're going to do is let's just watch what these buyers do. Guys, again, we're not going to be entering trades today, guys, in the last 90 seconds of the candle. So we're not going to be entering trades in the last 90 seconds. What we're looking for is a little bit of buying, and then we're looking to ultimately take advantage of. Let's just see what these buyers can do, guys. The FESX effectively is pushing down to its pre-top. So again, if you were on the first push, guys, if you were on the first FTX push, that's obviously gone very, very well to the downside. No question about that at all. Guys, so again, I'm short, guys, on the FTX. I'm short on the FTX in the background. So I've got an auto trailing stop that's chasing the market. Again, so if it does want to run hard, then great. If it doesn't want to run hard, then my auto trailing stop's going to manage the trade for me. All right, so that I'm hoping these guys absolutely tank. If we completely make my day if they tank. Right, my auto trailing stop, guys, is just taking me out. Guys, just taking me out at about 145 and 170 US dollars per account times multiple accounts. So if you have taken that short trade, I even managed to take it as a moderator, which is kind of scary because we've got a lot going on in our mind at this point in time. But I have got that trade short, guys, and it's gone well. All right, now at this stage, we're not going to re-enter the same trade again. All right, so we're not re-entering the same trade. Clearly, those that entered first got a far better result than those that entered a little bit later. FESX looks very, very cranky. It's very, very cranky to the downside. It'd be very interesting to see what these guys can do. I note that the FDAX has gone and touched the 76 Fibonacci of the gap perfectly. So we would be expecting a bit of a sell down. Well, just how far sell down can go. Again, those that got in the signal the first time through, absolutely brilliant. I haven't got anything, guys. I haven't got anything for the NASDAQ traders yet. Okay, I haven't got anything for the NASDAQ traders yet. My FDAX is still moving, but it's kind of hiding inside itself. It's kind of hiding inside itself. All right, now we're waiting. So for the FDAX traders, if we do get the buyers pushing up, oh, don't you dare. It's climactic reversal short eyes on FDAX. What I was looking for is a tiny little push up by the buyers and a really, really lovely sell. If you do trade climactic reversals, guys, you've basically waited for this candle to open, then you've gone short at potentially 765. If you are short at 765, your first target is 760. Your second target is 755. So if you're a climactic reversal trader, guys, you're boom. You're looking for it to go to 755. Hello, come in spinner. Anyone that's short on FDAX, guys, please try and hold this. Please try and hold this for 25 points. Have I got anyone short, guys, on FDAX? Anyone short? If you are short, guys, you know the drill, 5-point target and then a 25-point target, guys. 25 points is down here. It will absolutely make my day if that goes 25 points. Come on, sweetheart. No. Don't you stop there. Right, Fibonacci has expired. FDAX, go down and hit 25 points, please. Now, if you're being careful, guys, if you're being careful at this point in time, FDAX traders are short for 5s and 10s or 5s and 25s. Please be advised you have absolutely no risk on this trade, please. So no risk on the trade. No risk on the FDAX, please. Now, for everybody else, guys, you'll note that they're doing exactly what the FDAX is doing. So at this stage, I can't send you long on the NASDAQ because the buyers own the stair-step. Guys, what I'm looking for is a really nice little sell down. Guys, if the sell down fails, guys, we're starting to look at really intimate Fibonacci's here. If the sell down fails, we might pick up a long. Paul Williams, how are you, mate? I owe you a phone call. I do apologize. Getting ready for the annual conference, guys. Getting ready for the annual conference. Holy moly! 4 hours, fully digital, 3 master classes, professional trader interviews, guys, and it's free. Guys, it's free. So please do come and say hello. But put it another way, you've got absolutely nothing to lose, guys. You've got nothing to lose if you come and say hello. You've got a very, very exciting 2026 coming up. I reckon 2026 is going to be amazing. Okay, at this stage, anyone that's gone short on the climactic reversal, 6s and 12s, man, that's a really good target on FDAX, 18 points at $40 a point. That's over 600 Aussie, maybe even 700. So well done, mate. That is fantastic. All right, now, guys, at this stage, I'm sitting myself at 224, so 224, 2224.94. So 2224.94 US times 3 accounts. So you can do the maths on that if you'd like. Guys, I'd love to get up around about 1,000 US today. It just keeps me on track for 3,000 to 5,000 US a week, which again, I think is not too bad for someone who's already moderating. I keep on harping on that, but man, it is hard to trade well and moderate at the same time, let me tell you. Okay, we are looking for an incredible long, guys, an incredible long on the FDAX. Yeah, look, as these guys are setting up massive longs. Look at this, massive longs coming. Daniel, I'm doing my best, mate. I cannot do any better. So I'm focused, guys, for my own personal trading. I was even talking to Cody about this today, guys. I've said that I'm focusing on bar entries only, making it as simple as I possibly can. Yes, Alan, I do have multiple income sources. Yeah. So yes, so mate, I'm happy with that. But happy with that. Now, point being though is I do want to make about $1 million a year from trading. Right, that's what I'm after. Craig, you got 18 on the FDAX short, mate. That is a phenomenal trade. So massive, well done, massive, well done. Now, I'd suggest at this stage, guys, the FDAX again. Just watch the last 90 seconds. The FDAX is going to try and close its gap. Just watch very closely here, guys, very closely. We are setting up, guys, the potential for a very, very powerful sell signal on the American markets. Guys, so these guys are setting up. Now, the key to a sell signal, guys, on the NASDAQ will be the buyers must show on the next candle, please. All right, now for the FDAX traders, You're looking for the buyers to push up, create a higher high, and we're looking for the same pre-market short again. All right, so everybody that's on the NASDAQ, you're looking for, and S&P 500, guys, you're looking for the buyers to push up. You want a little bit of green, guys, and then you're looking, if you are happy with the trade, guys, you're looking to trade short 2 ticks underneath the massive candle. Guys, now the risk on the NASDAQ is going to be a little bit out there, guys, but you've got support from the S&P 500. Now, I need to do another Fibonacci. Guys, if you are short on the NASDAQ, I would be looking for a 20-tick first target, please. Guys, let me just do some quick mathematics for you. That is a 20-tick target. Guys, so we're looking to move this down as at least 20 ticks or at least $100 US. I do need to look at other Fibonacci's, guys, very quickly. Let me just have a quick look. I've just got to have a look at this Fibonacci here. All right, so I'm doing this as quickly as I can. Guys, for those that trade the NASDAQ, you've probably got that Fibonacci on anyway. So they have gapped and held below the 76.8 Fibonacci's. So I'm okay with the short at this point in time. What I'm looking for is in the second or third series of selling. As I'm looking for these guys to push down at least 20 ticks. I need a Fibonacci here on the S&P as well. The risk on the NASDAQ, guys, is behind the red candle. So for some of you, you may not be able to be short because the risk is too much. Right, so let me just quantify with you that occasionally the risk does get too much for the junior traders. So just be a little bit aware of that, please. Now, let's have a look here. I've got these guys below the 76, so I can't send you long. But Remy, you've gone, okay, perfect. Now, with all of that said, I cannot get an S&P 500 Fibonacci. Okay, the only Fibonacci I can do for you here, guys, on the S&P, okay, is this Fibonacci here. Okay, now that means this little lower low, guys, here on the 60-minute chart, these guys may be setting up a very, oh, look at the FDAX go. Right, FDAX, you've already got the boat. Alan. Now, at this stage, guys, what we're looking for, again, so as I mentioned earlier, the short, guys, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the risk on the NASDAQ short is outside the risk profile, guys, of what we normally do. Okay, so for those that measure risk, again, this is not a risk. This is not a trade that you can take. For those that are looking for a nice retrace and a nice rejection, guys, we don't have that retrace or rejection yet. So we'll just watch very, very carefully what they do. Okay, so risk on that one, guys, around about 110. Thank you, Louis. I appreciate that. Very much appreciated. So FDAX traders, guys, we've just closed the gap, which means we move our Fibonacci up here. I'd suggest the FDAX guys, based on the FESX, these guys are about to go nuts to the high side. So if you get a black diamond delta on FDAX, guys, it is tradable. If you want to wait for the candle to close, you can wait for the candle to close. The probably more accurate Fibonacci, guys, is going to be this one here. And guys, if we get back to yesterday's high, that is the key Fibonacci level off the daily chart. If we do get up there, let me just double check. If we do get up there, it's a week long. Let me see what the 60-minute charts are doing. No, 15-minute charts. Right, so our Fibonacci is absolutely bang on for the FDAX traders, absolutely bang on. So what we're going to do at this stage for FDAX, if we close in how long? 44 seconds. If it goes under the gap, we're looking for a gap-based reversal. 25293, 25293, thank you, mate. So for the FDAX traders, guys, if we close back under the gap, we're looking for a reversal short. Okay, reversal short. At this stage, the NASDAQ, guys, you've got a really lovely retrace in order to go short. The key point, though, is the risk is 110. So that is too much risk for the majority of NASDAQ traders. MJ, yeah, we're climaxing on the 15-minute charts, guys, and I'm also noting that the FESX is setting up a 4-point turning bar long, right? So what that means for the FDAX traders, for FDAX, if you retrace back down to this black diamond delta, guys, again, over the top of this current candle is a valid long. Guys, the risk is slightly high for what you would normally trade. Okay, the risk is slightly high. What if you are going to go long? Guys, if you are going to go long on the FDAX, guys, your entry is at 802. Your first target is 807. Now, the flip side of that entry, the risk for the long trade, guys, the risk for the long traders is too much for most traders. Too much for most traders. So what we would be looking for at this stage, guys, again, if we do get a retracement down, guys, and we go well under this black diamond delta, so push down here to the gap, we might be able to pick up the black diamond delta long. Guys, for those that are not aware, the delta is a signal that does all the mathematics for us and says this is where the institutions are buying the market. So that's a 23788. Now, the flip side of the 23788 is if you are going to buy, we need the sellers to come back down. Now, the flip side of that, if we push up to yesterday's high, guys, if we push up to yesterday's high and we fail, then we get a static bar reversal short under the gap, then this is going to be an absolutely wonderful sell trade. Remy, you got a plus 50 and a 21. Okay, well done. Well done, well done, well done. S&P 500, guys, we had a valid short setup. Okay, waited for the retrace, waited for the rejection, and there's obviously no rejection. So it looks like the S&P 500 is buying back into its original trading range, which is fine. Nice, it is allowed to do that. At this stage, guys, if we get a push up on the FDAX and it gets well above yesterday's high, let's say it comes up here to that 150 extension. If they do push up and fail, guys, there is going to be a short setting up underneath yesterday's high if you are a pivot-based reversal trader. All right, here comes the push now. Anybody that is long, guys, anybody that is long over the top of the candle, then you're looking for a 5-point first target, 10-point second target. You've clearly gone there. All right, guys, if you don't mind holding the risk, a 10-point target from that trade is 812. For those that don't know what we normally do, all right, that's a 10-point target just there at 812. If we can't sustain this buying, if we can't sustain the buying, then we are going to be setting up a reversal. It's getting a little bit late in the candle to reverse now. So if you are long, well done. If you're waiting for the short, guys, we need to close back under yesterday's high. We've also got to keep a very close eye down here on the biggest market in the world. It's called the FESX, because if these guys get caught, if they get caught at their pre-top, guys, and they can't get back towards the pre-top, this is going to set up a really nice sell. Probably go back to the 50 fib of the day. Okay, probably go back to the 50 fib of the day. All right, now at this stage, guys, buyers own the stair step on, sellers own the stair step on NASDAQ. Sellers own the stair step down here on S&P. So we are looking for buying-based reversals. It's going to be one of these days where we just keep flipping Fibonacci's up and down to make sure that we've got the latest intelligence. That looks like that. So at this stage, guys, I've got no second tier. Let me have a look here. No second tier reversals yet, except the one in the pre-market that we spoke about. Interesting, the second tier reversal, guys, in the pre-market was long, and look what these guys have done. They've gone long. I think it's a really, really cool little precursor. Okay, now, FDAX, guys, if you are long over the top of the candle, then this is obviously going very, very well in your favor. So at this stage, guys, if the FESX gets to its gap, if it closes on the gap or gaps to the gap, then we basically can't do anything on the FDAX. If it goes over the gap, guys, we're looking for longs on FDAX. All right, so if we do close over, got 44 seconds, that's a ton of time. Look at this, they've just blown all my fibs. All right. So at this stage, guys, just go to the slightly larger chart. The next fib is the 4-hour. Absolutely brilliant. So if this is an efficient candle, guys, if it is an efficient candle long on the FDAX, then we're looking for a long. That black diamond delta, guys, again, a little bit late in the candle, for me. We would be looking for the candle to close efficient. Then we want the sellers to retrace a little bit, and ideally we want to pick up a delta at a Fibonacci. FESX is stunningly strong. So FDAX traders, the moment we see any selling, come on, a little bit of selling, please. The moment we see any selling, as that black diamond delta is at 842 is a valid buy signal. All right. Now, I want to see some selling, guys. I want to see the sellers come in. I want to see them push in and fail at Fibonacci. All right, so Fibonacci coming up to catch them on the way down. All right, looks like that. So again, guys, all we want is a retrace. We want to see the sellers fail. For the FDAX traders that can hold risk, the entry's at 842. Your first target is at 847. You've actually got a V3 delta that's starting to load above the market. So guys, if they do touch that, it is going to run. Right? If they do touch that, it is going to run. So guys, just be aware, again, because we're going into Thanksgivings, I'd be very, very key on the FDAX in particular. Make sure 5-point first target is also your risk control point. Guys, if they do want to do 5s and 25s, well, that's awesome, but we're going to control our risk relatively early. Okay, so any FDAX traders who are long on the delta at 842, guys, your first target is 847. This candle's gone as high as 848. Which means that your first target should be out and your risk control has been triggered. As if we're going to take the trade again, we need the sellers to push down again, fail again, then turn around and come and pick up the order. The reason being is if that 141.4 fib extension from the daily chart is correct, which it proved the 133 to be very correct. If that is correct, if we were to fast forward 3.5 minutes and get exactly that candle in front of us, we're looking at an incredible reversal short. Incredible reversal short. Now, that's in 3 minutes, guys. That's in 3 minutes. So anybody that is long, again, guys, your first target is 847. 847. Your second target is 852. Second target's 852. The V3 delta has engaged. So for those that like V3 deltas, guys, again, you've got a long at 846 with your first target 851. Guys, this could go a little bit further. Remy Knight, yeah, so target to mate, well done. MJ, well done. Perfect. Okay, now, guys, that's the second time we've hit that 141.4 extension. All right, so it looks like it is true. If you're on the delta, guys, if you're on the delta or on the delta V3, you've gone at least 5 points. Guys, at least 5 points. I have a sneaking suspicion, guys, that the FESX is working back up to this absolutely wow level here. Guys, so I think the FDAX is probably going to try and push a little bit further. Guys, the next major Fibonacci level in terms of retracement is all the way up the top of the jar. Guys, all the way up here. I'm thinking the Europeans are running out of steam, and therefore I'm thinking we're about to get a reversal. All right. Now, if you are long, guys, you've gone through your targets. All right. So we just got to be very, very careful. Shelton passed another eval on that trade. Shelton, well done, mate. Well done. Again, if you've passed an eval, guys, then, mate, I would grab the money. I would run away. I would come back after Thanksgiving. And off we go again. Yeah, well done, mate. That is fantastic. So at this stage, the buyers, guys, are trying to steal the stair step on the NASDAQ. They don't quite have it yet. So they don't quite have it. If the buyers do steal the stair step, guys, and the S&P 500 is unimpressive. Wow, look, this is what they're doing, guys. We said this before. Hey, look, we said if they push down towards the Asian low, and they can't hold below the Asian low, okay, then we're going to go back to the Asian high. Well, look, they've only got to go there. It's next to nothing for these guys. Okay, so FDAX, last 90 seconds. Also, no more entries, please. No more entries. What I'm going to do, guys, because we've had profit announced in the LTR on that delta, I'll that one. We had the 133 fib extension reversal as well on the opening candle. Okay, no T2 reversals yet. So we'll just wait and see what happens. Okay, S&P 500 traders at this point in time, guys, we're looking for dual market agreement on the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 at this stage. As we might be looking at a very quiet Nasdaq session because of Thanksgivings. Keep an eye on it. For the FDAX traders, guys, I need to see a higher high. I would like to see a higher high before we look to take a static entry short. The entry short, guys, is at 835. So the entry short's at 835. The risk is around 20 points. I would like to see a higher high. Guys, I would like to see these guys get absolutely punished. Now, I say punished as the buying momentum has clearly shifted in favor of the FESX for 3 candles. So that means if we've got the same on the FDAX, which we do, we're likely to see a slight correction of that 3 candle move. So at the time, there is a valid static bar reversal short at 835. Your first target and risk control point is 830 for the Nasdaq and S&P. As again, if I see a really lovely move up that fails badly, then we're going to jump on it and we're going to run. Okay. Who was that? Shelton. Well done. Well done. So well done, everybody. Paul, you got another one. Okay. So 6 and 2. Okay. What would be incredible today, guys? What are we? 20. We're only 20 minutes in. Holy moly! If these guys slow right down, to me, it's every opportunity to guys do Q&A. Right now, at the moment, we've got a double top. At the moment, I've got a double top, so I'm happy with that for a potential reversal short on the FDAX at 835. Everybody knows the risk. Everybody knows the first target. Everybody also knows the risk control point. Okay, now, at this stage, so the sellers are not engaging the shorts. What would be incredible, guys, if we got a second tier reversal short on all of these markets simultaneously, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. But again, we'll just let the markets come to us. Ian, is there a hub meeting tonight? There is definitely a hub meeting tonight, being the last Thursday of the calendar month. Wait, let me just double check. That Zoom agrees with us. You do have, you've got 2 lockies. You've got 2 lockies tonight. That's for some of you, that'll be very exciting. For some of you, it'll be too much. What we will do, guys, in the Global Hub tonight is we'll look at the architecture of second tier reversals for you and the complementary delta trade, which is always good fun. So for those that are not aware, our Global Hub is a monthly webinar. It is completely free. We start to basically break down the strategies further. We talk about what we did in the LTR today, why we did what we did in the LTR. Again, how we could have traded better, how we could have traded, or basically how we could have made more money. So that's effectively what we're going to be doing. Well, that's just what we're going to be doing, and it will keep us out of trouble. Kay, they're always recorded, 100% recorded. One for compliance purposes. So we always record just to make sure that, again, everybody's happy. The flip side of that is there will also be people that can't attend the hub meeting tonight, and as a result, they would want to come and say good day. 133, Toby, thank you. So, guys, the FDAX, we are in the last 90 seconds. We're on the last 90 seconds of the candle. What it ultimately means is that we are looking for a reversal. We're not going to take the reversal short at this point in time at 835. Okay, we're not going to take that only because we're in the last 90 seconds of the candle. We're setting up, guys, an even more fun signal. So in around about 45 seconds from now, what should occur? Oh, there's the Delta V2 starting to come in. So, guys, don't take that red diamond delta on FDAX just yet. Right, so we're going to wait for this candle to close. that could be the static bar reversal point for the current candle. Okay, now we're getting a similar signal on the FESX. So again, for the FDAX traders, guys, we are going to pick up a trade. Again, it is the entry point is going to be 841. So the entry point is going to be 841. That being said, what I do want to see, guys, is I want to see a little bit of buying try and push in on the next candle. Then I want to see the buyers get absolutely tanked. Now, what's just occurred, guys, is the candle's actually gapped up, which is the buying presence we wanted to see in the market. So if you are going to go short, guys, at 841, you've got a 5-point first target. So a 5-point first target. Right, so that means your first target is, if you are a static bar reversal trader, your first target is 836. Volume is okay at this point in time, guys. So the trade should take between 2 and 3 minutes. Right, should take between 2 and 3 minutes. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to draw a line on the chart for you, okay, as to where the first target and risk control point is likely to be for those of you that follow the strategy. Just let them cruise in, guys. Just let them cruise in. The sellers are really strong at this point in time. They'll probably take one more little push down. So if we push down, guys, again, if we push back down to the +4 point again, guys, so they've obviously gone 4 points towards the 5-point, 4 points toward the 5-point target. So if they push, boom, straight through the target. So if you are straight through the target inside 2 minutes, hello, hello. So if you are short, guys, on the FDAX at 41, your target is 36. You've gone through your 5-point first target and risk control point in exactly the right amount of time. So, guys, that is mathematically perfect stuff on the FDAX. If you are short for, guys, slightly more targets, you'd be looking for 5s and 10s, guys, or 5s and 25s. We've got a matching signal on the FESX. That signal is about to trigger. They're likely to try and sell down to the gap. Nice. It's going to take the FDAX down around about 4 or 5 points further. Sellers own the stair step. So no sell on NASDAQ. Guys, no sell on NASDAQ, particularly back into the middle of the MDI. So for the Nasdaq traders, if anything, we've got an S&P 500 short setting up straight into a key 4-hour point. Now, with all of that said, guys, I can't send you short on the NQ. I can send you short, guys, on the S&P 500 as a 76 Fibonacci trader, okay, for a 4-tick target. And FDAX traders who are holding the ratio-based static bar reversal short, your first target is 36, guys, your second target is 31, all right? So if you're going short for a 5 and a 10, you've gone through your target, okay? You've gone through your target for what is a pretty kind of low volatility, crappy kind of day, guys, which is what we're currently dealing with. And now this one, guys, so this is a first tier reversal. If we do get a second tier reversal, it's obviously going to go a lot further. Even if you grab the red diamond delta short, it is clearly gone way beyond the 5-point and 10-point target. Right now, if you are holding on, guys, or if you do get another red diamond delta short, or guys, if the buyers do push back up on this current candle above the delta short, you can simply just re-enter the delta again, because it might take them 2 or 3 selling campaigns to actually get a wriggle onto the downside. Okay. So at this stage, guys, the Europeans are having a much more fun day than the Americans. The only reason being, guys, we're trading into US Thanksgivings. What that ultimately means is the market, US is going to become, guys, really low volume, very unpredictable until next Monday. Guys, next Monday, it is going to go absolutely nuts. It's going to go absolutely nuts, and it's going to be really good fun. It's going to be really good fun. Now, at this stage, guys, my intent would be on the FDAX. If you are short for 5s and 25s, guys, you're going to try and trade it all the way down to yesterday's high, please. Okay, if you are short, guys, depending on your ATM, you might use a 5 and a 10, and if so, you're out. If you use a 5 and a 25, guys, and then you don't tighten the stop loss on your 25-point target until this candle closes, guys, then you would basically on your 25-point target be bringing your stop through to +2, guys, at the close of this candle. So let it wind down. Guys, a lot of the 25-point target traders, guys, are not moving their stop loss until this candle closes, guys, for those that want to go for longer range targets. S&P 500, guys, again, if you're watching today, a little bit frustrating for the American traders, but we are heading into Thanksgiving, guys. So next week is going to be incredible. Paul, you got 37 on the FDAX today, man. That's a stunning result, mate. Well done. Well done, well done. Okay, FDAX, you've gone high enough, as I said, guys, to get in and on the delta again. So if you are going to short the delta at 840, guys, the first target is 835, please. So if you have waited for the buyers to show and then you've taken the short again, guys, on the delta, what you're ultimately looking for is you're looking for the buyers to show. Always looking for the buyers to show, as they're currently trying to do, and then you're looking for the sellers to say, no, you're not coming up here. That's a little bit silly. All right. So again, if you're short on the delta, guys, at 840, you're looking for a target of 835. Come on, sweetheart. Boom. You never let us down. If you're short, guys, at 840, first target 835. Well done, Lorna from Cyprus. Hello, how are you? So, guys, FDAX traders, you may have picked up the delta short. Guys, waited for the buyers to push in again. They've retested that static bar reversal and picked up the delta short again. So if you have gone short, guys, on the red diamond delta, your entry's 40, your target's 35. We're currently trading as low as 33, which means everybody should have gone through their 5-point target again. Well done. Now, if we're going to take that trade again, guys, well done, Jürgen. Nice work, man. If we're going to take that trade again, guys, the buyers have got to show again and go even higher again. And so, again, it's all about let's watch the buyers push. It would be incredible, guys, if the buyers pushed to that 141.4 daily fib and got slammed, guys, because then we know the instos are using the same Fibonacci as we are. Guys, and then we're going to try and pick up a really long range short, guys, potentially on the turn of the hour. Okay. So Jürgen, nice work, mate. Today, to get 5 points out of the FDAX today, guys, I'm sitting on around 10 points myself. To get 5 points out of the FDAX today, unless you carry large risk. Suzanne, holding for 3 candles. You can hold for 3 candles, 100% correct. So what I would suggest to do, guys, those that are going for longer range reversal targets, just be aware that you've got to be a little bit careful of the FESX. Come on, FESX. Oh, no, don't do that to me, please. Got to be a little bit careful, guys, of the FESX pushing back down into a pivot. So how I would personally trade this trade, guys, I'd be looking for a 5-point first target, 10-point second target. Again, with the volatility, Suzanne, the volatility is dropping. Okay, so we're now under 25, which means 5s and 10s are really, really good fun. So if I was short, guys, for really long range targets and then the volatility drops out of the market, I would be bringing my second target to 10 and taking the money out of the trade as opposed to trying to get a plus 25. Dave, how are you? Mate, I hope you're brilliant. Dave, I'm using NinjaTrader. So this is NinjaTrader. We use NinjaTrader in our live trading rooms, which run every day, mate, but we also use NinjaTrader in our virtual trading room, which runs 20 hours a day. So that's when a series of robots tell you when to trade. Today, I'm telling you when to trade. But some people prefer the robots, or the indicators, I should say. So the indicators do talk to you, mate. They tell you what the markets are doing. Today, you've got basically me telling you what to do, which some people love. All right, so either way on FDAX at this stage, you're looking at between 3 to 5 winning trades, guys, in a row. So you guys will normally get 6 to 7 trades in a session. You're already sitting at 3 to 4, maybe 5. So we're probably looking for two more little stunning FDAX trades. As understanding for the FDAX traders, we are not going to trade the last 15 minutes of the hour. All right, what we're looking for, FDAX, we're looking for a tier 2 reversal. So looking for a very, very large sort of macro level reversal. For my American traders, guys, I can't apologize because Thanksgiving's is coming, right? I'm trying to find you a super high probability trade. Buyers have just taken the stair step. Most buyers have just taken the stair step on NASDAQ. So we may be setting up a signal here, guys. Okay, we may be setting up a signal. Now, absolutely we are. All right, now, so for the NASDAQ traders, all right, finally we've got some agreement with the markets. If the buyers buy up, guys, if you are a Fibonacci trader and the buyers buy up above those 76 fibs, if that was to occur, we're looking at a 76 Fibonacci reversal to the downside. If the current candle, guys, creates a delta V2 short, so that's a red diamond delta short, the NASDAQ and S&P are currently trying to set up second tier reversals. As what I really want, just look at that gap on FDAX. Are you kidding? Wow. All right, so if you get a red diamond delta short, that's a huge gap on FDAX. That is 48 to, okay, you got a red delta short on the FDAX. Okay, it is going to be a valid trade at the time. As we're setting up for second tier reversals right across the board, right? So that will come in potentially perfectly on time for the guys, for the turn of the hour. Now, NASDAQ, the only trade you guys are getting at this point in time, the only trade will be the buyers pushing up. If they push through to the 78.6 fib, then there's a trade setting up underneath the 76.8. Please be advised your volatility is exceptionally low now. And your volume is okay. Your volatility is all right. So NASI traders, unless we get a delta V2 short, I do want to be short. I don't want to be long. So what does it ultimately mean? If the buyers show and fail badly, we're looking for shorts. Dave, back to your question about platforms. I've been with Ninja now, as in I've used the Ninja for about, I think I've got Ninja in about 2010 when it only had 4 employees. And it's been an impeccable platform, just impeccable platform. Now I think they've got around 550 employees. FDAX traders, you're looking for a short, please. All right, so FDAX traders, if you get if you get a red diamond delta short, okay, red diamond delta short, it is going to be a valid short. Low volatility targets, please. So 5-point first target. If the market was to freeze like that, when are you going? Daniel, great question. So guys, that's what I will do tonight in the hub as well. I'll take you through the Delta V3, and basically teach you how to trade that. For those that are not aware, the Delta V3 is an indicator, right? You can see these little number 3s popping up on my chart here. It's basically telling us where institutions are positioning their orders in the market. So what does this mean? It means the instos are actually currently trying to buy, above the current level. I actually don't agree with that. That red diamond delta, guys, on NASDAQ is valid short, provided you promise me you're going to go for a 10-tick first target. Guys, now that being said, if you're going to go short on the NASDAQ, as it is back into the middle of the MDI, technically that is a second tier reversal short. That trade will probably last around 15 minutes. Is it the perfect trade? Guys, mathematically, it's very good. Is it in the middle of the trend indicator? Yes. So there'll be a little bit of resistance to these going down. So what I would suggest, guys, if you're short on the NASDAQ, you're looking for a 10-tick first target. So guys, you're in at 17.75. Your first target's going to be 15.25. Again, that's the first trade on NASDAQ, guys. I've been really, really stoked about. It is going to take them a little bit of time to push down, guys. So just let them come through. You're looking for ideally a 10-tick first target. Guys, a 10-tick first target. Just let them come. Just let them come. We're on 9 ticks already. Come on, sweetheart. Pop, 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 pop. Off you go. One more little surge. S&P selling. Boom. So, NASDAQ traders who are short on the Delta, it's a tier 2 reversal short. I said to everyone, we don't want to be long, we want to be short. As if you've taken the V2 Delta on NASDAQ, you've gone obviously through your first target. Volatility says 10s and 20s or 10s and 50s. As if we can get a wriggle on now, then it's going to be brilliant. But please make sure you've controlled your risk on NASDAQ. All right, please make sure you've controlled your risk. It is a tier 2 reversal short. Guys, that's the only reason I put the Delta on. More than happy to take you through that in the hub meeting tonight. All right, FDAX is just gapped up again. Guys, we're also in the last 15 minutes. Oh, have I got any tier 2 reversal traders on NASDAQ that are going to try and hold that short for 15 minutes? If you're going to hold that short for 15 minutes, guys and girls, this could be meltdown point. Okay, FDAX last 15 minutes, that is a real shame because there is a stunning short setting up, guys. Again, at 54. Caleb, well done. There's a stunning short on FDAX at 54. Do I have anyone on NASDAQ? Caleb, well spotted, mate. Anyone on NASDAQ holding for longer range targets? It's very, very messy here, guys. Very messy. Again, for the 10-tick target traders, right, there's your 10-tick box. Well done. It is a tier 2 reversal, guys, so the experienced traders try and hold it for at least this candle. So try and hold as long as you possibly can. FDAX traders, if you are short, man, at 54, don't you do this to me. FDAX, if you're short at 54, your first target is 49, your second target is 44. This will be, dearie me. This will be a second tier reversal. Look at the FESX. Dearie me. No. So FDAX traders, if you don't mind a static bar reversal short in the last 15 minutes, the ratios are fine. The market movement's stunning. You're short at 54, guys. Even if you're being a little bit careful, you're short at 54 for 5 points. It's already gone 10. Caleb, very well spotted. Nice, very well spotted. Roger, well done, mate. No, that gap's amazing, mate. But the reason that it's set up so well, shout out to Caleb, guys. Absolutely stunning reversal pattern on the FESX. Stunning pattern. The FDAX just couldn't resist smashing targets. Couldn't resist. Yes, 15 minutes, Suzanne. So 15 minutes is what we keep an eye out for. Now, the only exception to that would be a pivot-based reversal or a second-tier reversal on the FESX, because the FDAX will be forced. The FDAX will literally be forced to go down, which is exactly what's just occurred, which is really exciting. So anyone short on NASDAQ, guys, if you're short on NASDAQ, you've gone through the Delta target. You've gone around 30 ticks, which ironically happens to be exactly what the volatility says you're going to go. So guys, if I was short on the NASDAQ for a really, really long range target, please make sure you've got no risk on the trade. FDAX, if you do get a V2 Delta short, it's in complement with a tier 2 reversal short. If you do get a red diamond short, then again, we're getting to the point where these guys are literally going to tank-a-rama. They are going to fly. Alan, thank you. I'm out of here. Rest up. Yeah, well done, mate. Well done. Yeah, the hub meeting is on tonight. So just double checking. Yep. Well, 100%, guys. 30 minutes after the LTR finishes, we're straight into the global hub. Okay, so we're going to be doing tier 2 reversal. I'll introduce you to tier 2 reversal trading for those that don't know. Holy moly, here they come. And also V2 Delta trading. Now, I did say to you guys, I don't agree with these institutional buyers. I don't agree with this. And have a look at this. So maybe that's one. Maybe that's a golden badge for Lockie tonight, guys. Golden badge. Anyone short on the NASDAQ? On the NASDAQ, guys, please try and hold for 15 minutes. Anyone short on the tier 2 reversal on S&P, please try and hold for 15 minutes. FDAX, you're about to set up exactly the same trade right when we don't normally trade you. That's just that's just not cricket, is it? That's not cricket. So anyone short on Nasdaq, guys, you've gone through your first target. You've controlled your risk. Mate, I'm not smarter than the instos. Having worked for the institutional traders, mate, I know the level of volume they're trying to get into the market. I know what they're trying to achieve. And again, I know the people that are coding AI for them. And the beauty of AI, guys, it's just going to make our signals stronger and faster. Okay, that is an absolutely stunning short on FTAX. Guys, a stunning short. Right when we're not allowed to trade it. So if you get the buyers, guys, if you get the buyers pushing up on FTAX, guys, if the buyers push up on FTAX, please ignore my black line. It would be amazing if they just freeze right now, like literally stop. If the buyers push up on FTAX, guys, and you see them get hammered, then there is a short on the FTAX at 31. There is no question about that. Mathematically brilliant. The risk is around 35 points. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40 points, 40 points of risk. That means we've got to look for a smarter entry. So what I want is these buyers. We're right on the turn of the hour, guys. So everyone's short on NASDAQ. You've please taken money off the market and controlled your risk. So well done. Okay, so well done, well done, well done. Now, with all that said, we want these buyers to show, as in fact, we want the FTAX to freeze like that for 8 minutes and 40 seconds. That's what we're looking for. Roger, great trade, mate, for you. 10 off the gap, the gap on the market. Well done, mate. Fantastic. So you're shorter than leg B for the two. Daniel, so the C leg doesn't get taken into account. So the C leg, it's about AB. It's about A versus V. AB versus anything else. No, it's a pure. It's a pure price movement trade. It's just straight pure price movement. Either way, mate, we'll just let these guys cook because at the moment, the buyers are not impressing anyone, and the only reason, look at this. The only reason these guys aren't impressing anybody is that 141.4 extension. So I would suggest, guys, the buyers are going to push up here again if they get absolutely whacked, like whacked. There's a short at 8.32, or we're just going to sit on our hands for 7 minutes and 30 seconds and hope these guys don't sell the market down. All right, so NASDAQ, we've only got one trade for you guys tonight that I'm happy with. Unless you trade a two-tier reversal, then you've got two trades. S&P, you've only got one trade. FTAX, you've got, at this stage, 6. So you guys normally get 6 to 7 trades, and then we call it quits for you guys. So if you've got really good profit out of the FTAX today, guys, I'm pretty happy with what I've done. I followed my trading plan perfectly. I could have taken 2 or 3 additional trades for a 5-point target. Nice, but we have got a lot of people watching today, so I'm just going to make sure that we get this right. It's really, really important. 2026, guys, for me is going to be probably the most exciting trading year we have ever had. It is going to be immaculate. There is no question. Now, as we roll into the 60-minute close, guys, 6.5 minutes away, let's have a look at what the 60s are doing. All right, just want to keep a very close eye on that FTAX, guys. Okay, the Fibonacci is slightly off. Come on, Fibs. Okay, all good, guys. And for those that are brand new to what we do, you might have just found us on YouTube through TTP. Guys, don't. Again, I put videos up every day on what we've done in the trading room and the signals and all this kind of stuff. They're up there every day. So my goal is to get to 250,000 YouTube views by Christmas. We're sitting at 241,000 at the moment. So it won't be long, guys, before we crack $250,000. Oh, FTAX setting up their most stunning short. Look at this. Guys, look at this retracement off this 161.8 extension off the 60-minute chart. So your timing, my little princess FTAX, could not be worse. Could not be worse because we're coming into the Widowmaker candle. I would suggest at this stage, guys, we're probably better off waiting. I know that mathematics says they're going to tank. And of course, they're going to do it right on the turn of the hour. Of course, they're going to do it. So we've got 5 minutes to the turn. Almost 5 minutes to the turn. Now, typically, we do not trade, guys. We do not trade the last 5 minutes of the hour on any market. This NASDAQ and S&P, guys, they're looking very undecided. Very, very undecided. FTAX definitely loaded a really stunning reversal. Guys, we just got to get the institutional traders to agree. MJ, you got 10 and 15 off the DAX short. Well done, mate. Well done, well done. We've got another gap on the market. Guys, another gap. Right, the buyers are getting caught at exactly the same Fibonacci's again. The buyers will get really sick of this, guys, and the sellers are going to get really sick of the buyers. So don't be surprised at all. Unless we get a really strong dominant buyer close into the turn of the hour, as at this stage we're going short, not long. FTAX, come on, sweetheart. Do not do this to me. I know what you're going to do. No, it's because I've basically said, please wait for 3 minutes and 43 seconds. It's our first, guys. It's our first T2 reversal. First T2 reversal on NASDAQ, S&P, and FTAX have all produced profit. Well done, Caleb, spotting the T2 on the FESX, guys. It's also done the same. FTAX, please stop right there. Please don't go any further. I do believe the FTAX is going to go down. Again, if you do want to enter the trade, the entry is that red diamond delta short. Now, the reason I'm talking about it is because I do believe the market's going to go down quite nicely. We don't normally trade this candle on FTAX, though. Okay, so the only trade we pick up on this candle, guys, I don't want to play the discipline card. The only trade we trade on this candle is a pivot-based reversal. Don't you run without us, little Daxy, please. Anyone who is short, guys, I've been banging on about being short at exactly 8.32. Guys, exactly 8.32. If you are short, your first target is 8.27. Your second target is 8.22. All right, you're on second target already. Well done. It's just tagged 8.21. Now, the second tier reversal should produce a 25-point move. Guys, should produce a 25-point move inside 15 minutes. Right, so absolute pure mathematics. Guys, now, there might be some people out there in the world that don't like mathematics. I love mathematics. I love mathematics. That's why we let the indicators do all the maths for us, so we don't have to do the maths. Mathematically, guys, that trade is going to go 25 points, and it's probably going to do it now, which is the bottom of that box. And if it does it, that's 138 days in a row that the FTAX has gone to target on that trade. Come on, go down, please. Just go there. Just go there. That's 138 days in a row. Just go down a little bit further, boo-boo. Come on, sweetheart. Now, of course, it would happen, guys, exactly when we're not allowed to take the trade. So, guys, again, if we get these reversals, boom, there's a 25-point target. There you go, guys. 138 days in a row. In a row. You can't make it up. That's a live chart. It's a live chart. It would have to happen right then, wouldn't it? Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's okay. That's okay. We might have to review that rule. Anyone short on the NASDAQ, guys, if you are still short on the NASDAQ, you're trying to hold your trade for 15 minutes. So if you are short, guys, obviously that trade is going very well. S&P is also tracking very well for those that are short for 15 minutes. minutes. And the FDAX has just gone through its target. Perfectly. MJ, we had a second tier reversal yesterday on the turn of the hour that was back into the MDI, and that didn't work. Caleb, you got two 15s and a 50 on the FDAX reversal. That makes my day, mate. That is, look at this FDAX. Look at you go, sweetheart. Wow. All right. So what we've got, guys, so we've had a really, really exciting little event, guys. Again, I can't tell you how exciting that is. That is very, very exciting. The only enemy to a second tier reversal, guys, is the MDI. Okay, the MDI, that's the problem. Who's that? CNH, how are you? 15 minutes. Mate, it's a really, really good question. So we hold senior traders, we hold our trades for 15 minutes. They go for longer range targets on every trade, particularly for those that are funded, because you know about the funding rules and similar things with long range and short range targets. So mathematically, MJ, well done. Mathematically, the 5-minute chart proven to be absolutely phenomenal over 15 minutes with a sample size of about 4,500 trades. So CNH, great question. Great question. Now, mind you, mate, we do this every day. Sorry, CNH, I'm assuming you are a boy. So if you don't mind, I'll say, mate, we do this every single day, mate, day after day. It never changes, hasn't changed since 2009. I'm looking for a black diamond delta. Hasn't changed since 2009. And we're just the best day trading school in the world. And that means helping people hold their trades for longer. So PI every day, so they build great psychology around what they're doing. And again, if you found it that works really, really well every day, like the DAX traders today are sitting now at 7 winning trades in a row. If you find a strategy that does, there is no need to go and get any other strategy with anyone else. You just don't have to. So okay, I found my home now. I've found my home, and now I'm just going to do what these guys do every single day. So your sim trades today, MJ, $2,350. That's a huge result. Well done. So guys, on a low volatility day like today, just so everybody knows, the expectation for the FDAX traders is 6 to 7 static trades. That's exactly what you've got, and that's exactly what the market has done again. So if you've taken every one of the trades I've mentioned for a 5-point target, you should be sitting at around 30 points or around 1,200 Aussie dollars. Guys, around 1,200 Aussie. If you've taken every trade, those 30 points times $40, 1,200 Aussie dollars. So well done to you. If you have gone for the longer range targets, guys, like this one here, then you should be at least double that, right? At least double. Now, Nazi, because it's Thanksgiving, as you've effectively only had 2 trades on NASDAQ, which was the Tier 2 reversal short, backed up by the Delta. Right? So the institutional traders agree with your signal pattern perfectly. You've either gone for a short range target, guys, or a long range target, or a mix of both. But either way, you've gone in the right direction. S&P, you've gone in the right direction as well. Craig, you got a 15 and a 45 on the FDAX. Holy moly, mate. That is fantastic. Oh, man. And we banged on about that reversal for 10 minutes. It's almost like the FDAX was watching, right? Breezy, that's an awesome trade, mate. I'm very excited for you and your year next year. I was very, very excited, Breezy. So as Breezy and I have got some very big income goals for next year for young Breezy. And if we can achieve, guys, those income goals, Breezy will retire. That's the goal. Retire Breezy. So, mate, if we can keep doing that, you are officially retired. You're officially retired, mate. Yeah, hashtag retire Breezy. So tonight, mate, on YouTube, I will put in a hashtag retire Breezy. We'll see if we can get it to go global, mate. See if we can get it to go global. Now, Nazi traders, guys, at this point in time, you're coming, again, I don't want to apologize because of Thanksgivings, but you guys have got very, very low volatility trading. Mind you, we've had 3 trades, guys, that have met the game. We had the short down the bottom here. We said we need a really nice retrace and a nice rejection. We didn't get it. So you guys have only had 2 trades, maybe 1 trade, depending on how you trade. They've gone where they need to, but this is not normally what the NASDAQ is like. So if you are brand new to what we do, the NASDAQ is not normally this boring. We've just got to be very careful going into Thanksgivings that we don't get spanked. Now, with all of that said, guys, we'll just wait for the next trade. We've got 25 minutes to go in the session, and then 55 minutes, guys, until the global hub. So the global hub will be 30 minutes after we finish. Now, what I have been asked to do, guys, for the members of Samurai is I've been asked to run sort of a beginner class on second tier reversals. So what I might do tonight for the hub is we'll talk about Delta V2, Delta V3. We'll talk about the trades we took in the LTR, why we took them in the LTR. And basically, guys, just sweep the room for questions, particularly for the beginner traders or those that are not used to what we do or those that are not used to seeing trades called like this. I think we're going to go down further. Young CNH, there is on the front of the Samurai website, so on the front of the SamuraiDayTrading.com website, about 8 centimeters down, there are 3 little icons, and one of them says join us for the global hub, which is run every month on the last Thursday of the month. Right, I'll just double check, but that is where you would grab the registration link for that one. Let me just check for you guys. Not missing any trades at this stage. I just double check, mate. It's there because these websites have a wonderful way of running themselves around. Yes, mate. So on the website, the third icon on the right-hand side says trader support meeting for all traders every month, and there's a link to join. There on the actual Samurai Day Trading website, mate. So please come along, say good day. I'm making a very dangerous assumption by calling you mate. That's a very Aussie thing to do. So if CNH, if you are a lady, then I do apologise. Unless you don't mind being called mate, then it doesn't matter. Craig, the last trade I went short off the micro 50. Well done, mate. Fantastic. Mate's good. Very good. Very good. All right, now we're waiting for the next trade. Guys, just be aware, FTAX traders, we were expecting 6 to 7 winning trades. You're already at 6 to 7 winning trades. So again, guys, if this is now chill out time for you guys, ask any questions, go for it. Tomorrow night, guys, the European Open, because it is Thanksgivings, we will likely find the Europeans will be a little bit flat. Guys, so again, thank you, Toby. Appreciate that. Again, guys, if you're going to come along to the live trading room tomorrow, then it could be super flat, super quiet. But again, I do believe today, guys, we've done pretty well. We've had 4 really good nights in the trading room already this week. So, guys, we may have a quiet night tomorrow. No new trades, guys. No new trades for anyone, please. Caleb, mate, compliment to you. Masterclass in sniper eyes tonight, mate. Very well done. Craig, your best night ever on FTAX. You got an 18, a 15, a 15, a 15, and a 45 for 108 points. Oh, geez. So, Craig, you're going to be retiring early and running a private hedge fund for Samurai, mate, I think. So, come and trade with Breezy. Mate, 108 points times 40 Aussie dollars. That's over 4,000 Aussie dollars, mate, per contract. Per contract. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Breezy's going to become the FTAX master. As FTAX master. Yeah, Mandy, it's an awesome result. Hey. Breezy's just come off the advanced trading course. Yeah, mate, send me a screenshot. I love screenshots. Breezy's just come off the advanced course in Bali. Nice. He is a character and a half, but he's also a lovely guy, and he's got Not only a really big heart, Breezy, not only a great heart, guys, but Breezy's got a very good reason why he wants to get very good at trading, right? So if anybody wants a tip on trading psychology, guys, trading's not about buying a fancy car or a fancy house. In my humble opinion, Breezy and myself, guys, our goal is to manufacture a stunning quality of life. Even if that means I trade in a hoodie of a nighttime while looking at snow-capped mountain, even if that's what we do. I was actually asked recently, I was no trade setting up, I was actually asked recently, how long am I going to live in Japan for? I said, I don't live in Japan. I live in Australia, and I'm currently on holiday in Japan. And we've been on holiday, guys, for more than 2 years. I think that's exciting. For me, that's exciting, guys. Because there's no way when I was in the army I could go on a holiday for 2 years. We do have a spare room, Breezy. We've got quite a big house. Quite a big house. Compared to the other ones, we do have quite a big house, yes. But guys, it's not about the size of your house or how fast your car goes. To me, it's all about, are you absolutely loving your life? Loving your life. Because if you're not 100% in love with what's going on in your life, then really important point, guys, we need to do something to change it. And I generally find that a little bit of extra money helps everybody change what they're doing. Just a little bit of extra money. Even if it's a couple of $100 a day, guys, that adds up. That adds up really quickly. So no additional trades at this point in time, guys. I'm not going to send you long on the FDAX. There is a static bar reversal there. As I'm not going to send you long because your volume is now in the low hundreds. I'm also not going to send you long because the FDAX is, the FESX. Guys, FESX is trading back into traffic. So we just got to be really, really careful that the FESX, even on a low volume day, guys, FESX is in charge. And your FDAX traders, you're sitting on six or seven really solid trades already, some big ones as well. So we will just probably chill out for a little bit. I'm absolutely stoked about that FDAX, guys. 138 days in a row that signal's triggered and paid. 138 in a row. Now, there was a losing second tier reversal yesterday, guys. It was back into the middle of the MDI on the turn of the hour, which we actually said at the time, we're not going to take that trade because it's the turn of the hour and we're in the middle of the MDI. So guys, the enemy to the signal is the MDI. That's the enemy to the signal. Always where the market congests. So have a look here. Like congestion, pop, back to congestion again. So if there was one rule, guys, about reversing the market, it's look out for the middle of the MDI. Sassy, how are you? I've been learning to trade with your help for a while. I want to trade gold along with understanding indicators from Samurai. Is there a course videos to help understand? There are, Sassy, there are. If you're available for the virtual, if you're available for the hub meeting tonight, mate, I can actually run through gold trading for you as well. Gold is very, very easy to trade. Sassy, I can give you a gold trading plan. Very, very easy to do. Where are you based in the world, Sassy? Are you Europe side, American side? Starts 15 minutes approximately, right? Spot on, Sassy. Okay, so you would probably be looking to trade gold in the US pre-market and US Open. That's when gold really gathers some personality. I have written a book on how to trade gold, Sassy. It's the five laws for trading gold, both up and down. I could try and find that for you. That would be a bit of a mission, right? A bit of a mission to find it. However, saying all of that, I can show you some gold charts tonight in the hub and also show you how I would trade gold in the US pre-market and the US Open. Because not only, Sassy, will that be a really, really good little topic for tonight's hub, but it will gel exactly with what we're going to do with the Delta V2 and Delta V3. So again, it's the same thing. Now that hub, Sassy, that hub is being recorded as well, as they always are. So again, there could be some good little lessons in there for you. Gold is a really, really simple market to trade, provided you follow a very, very defined strategy. Now, at this stage, guys, what are we at? Almost 15 minutes in. The only reason we're not long, guys, on the static bar reversal on FDAX, right? So there is our static bar reversal, indicators triggered, saying please go long. The only reason we're not long, guys, is the volume is starting to get low, right? Volume is starting to get low. We also didn't go long because the EF into a bit of traffic. Now, I may have got that call wrong, guys. The market says I got it wrong, but that would also mean 8 winning trades on the FDAX tonight. And I think you guys have had enough already. Let's just watch what these guys are doing. Okay. We may get one more trade on FDAX, guys, if the volume... MJ... Yeah, no, 100%. The hub will be recorded. Always is. So what we'll do tonight, guys, is we'll focus in the hub. We'll focus on delta trading. We will review the trades that we took tonight. Okay, we will review the trades we took tonight. We'll talk about why we took them. But it's also, Greg, are you still short on the S&P 500 from the did you take the second tier? The second tier? If so, Tom, how are you, mate? I hope you're fantastic. Greggles, if I was short, that's gone a really good. Yeah, well done, mate. That's fantastic. At this point in time, so that's the only S&P 500 trade, guys, we've called for you today is the second tier reversal that that young Greg is on. So what's that? That's gone around 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. I'd make sure, mate, that, again, with this 76 fib failure, what they're actually failing at is they're failing at the Asian low. Okay, so that's what they're actually failing at. So if these guys get stuck inside the Asian low, what you've basically done is you've traded from almost the Asian high back to the Asian low. So if on the 5-minute chart, and it's a great trade, mate. It's a big trade, particularly on big contracts. Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. So you got a second tier reversal short combined with double static bar reversals. So again, in fact, hello, Greg. Guys, we even put a circle on this before the session started and said if the buyers buy up to this level and fail at Fibonacci, go short here. So if you're short all the way up there, but you're short over here, that is a stunning trade, Greg. Like, mate, hats off to you, mate. That's a stunning trade. And what you're looking for right now, mate, is you don't want a strong buying candle closing back the O. Now, I know we spoke about this at the start of the session. Let's see if I can spell Asian. I live in Asia. I should be able to spell Asia. So if we get a really, really strong above the Asian low, then I would be looking to just lock in more profit. If these guys get pushed back down below the Asian low, then we might be looking to try and hold it until 30 minutes in. So until the 30-minute pass bid. Okay, looking at the NASDAQ, mate, I think we're going to go down further. All right, so Nazi, your volume now, guys, your volume is into, into the hundreds, as in 190, 169, 174. I think the session may be over for the NASDAQ traders. Guys, I think you might be finished. So today, guys, again, not like normal Thursdays. Today has been very lackluster on the NASDAQ, but it is the only Thursday that leads into Thanksgiving. So I'm not actually surprised. But that's okay. We've done well. And what I'm going to try and do with Greg is I'm going to try and hold him short for as long as I possibly can. In fact, Greg, if we do go any further, if these guys do decide to sell down, The S&P 500 is going to sell down to around about here, around about the 18.5 mark. Around about the 18.5 mark. So if we do sell, so see my little circle here, if we do sell below these lows, so if the chart close a candle below these lows, they're probably going to go, here. All right, so let me just grab that. They're probably going to go here, which turns your, look at the NASDAQ, man. The NASDAQ's peeling away perfectly in your favor. So that means that push them down. So we're going to go through the 38 Fibonacci. I want them to the 78.6. So if we can, yeah, right down here, mate. Right down here is what we want you to try and trade for. So down there to the 78.6. Mate, that would be happy Thanksgivings. You had a big trade on Monday. I mean, do you care to share with everybody what you did? That would be amazing. Now, guys, what I find really exciting about today, if I can, it's going short on the second tier reversal and held it for 15 minutes. Okay, which is 1, 2, 3. You've held it for 15 minutes, then you're holding for another 15. 1, 2, 3. Now you hold it for another 15. 1, 2, 3, and it just keeps going. Did you buy another wallet? Dear Greg. So knowing that Greg's days are pretty big days, I'm hoping, mate, it had a couple of tens of thousands in the day, mate. That's what I'm hoping for. Tom, we've done well tonight, mate. We've done well tonight. I've missed a trade on the FTAX, so I've actually missed a trade, but that would take us to 8 straight winning trades in a row, and there's not a lot of trading schools in the world that do that. Greg, you got 140 ticks on 20 contracts. Oh dear, on the S&P 500 as well, not the NASDAQ. So if anyone wants to do the maths on that, right? If anyone wants to do the maths on that, I'll do it for you, guys, because we're not going to get any signals. So that's 140 ticks times 20 contracts times $12.50 US per tick. Oh, no, hang on, I've done the maths wrong there. Holy moly, Greg, you'd be buying me a car. Hang on, I got that very wrong. So 140 ticks times $12.50 US. Okay, times 20 contracts. 35,000 US. So for those in Australia, times 1.45. That's a second-hand Ford Ranger, that one. Second-hand Ford Ranger in one day, if you're into Ford Rangers, of course. So a $50,000 day, mate. So excited for you, mate. That is very exciting. So as we have officially 7.5 minutes to go, the big boss, Arlen, guys, is about to log back in again. Are there any questions at all about anything that we've done today? As we've had a very, very complex day on the American markets. Guys, we had to wait for a signal. We got tier 2 reversals sequentially on all markets simultaneously, and they've all gone well. Oh, it's young Christian.
Hi.
Guys, I was expecting Christian's all good. So, Christian, feedback for today, mate. We've got 6 or 7, depending on how you trade, 6 or 7 winning trades on the FTAX in a row. I've executed 2 of them, got some really good profit in the bank. We've had 2, potentially 3 trades on NASDAQ. They've all gone to target. We've had 2 on S&P. They've all gone to target. So that's 12 trades, 12 wins. And I'm done for the day.
That's a wonderful result, Lachlan. Congratulations to you. I'm really happy to hear that. And I'm really happy that you had a nice live trading session.
It's mate, the markets have done what they were told to do, which is quite unique and quite good fun. So we've had this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we've had an absolute blinder. We have not had a smack in the mouth, I don't believe, which is good, and we'll just keep doing the same thing over and over again. So, mate, can I say thank you to TTP for helping us spread the word globally about what we do?
That's great. I'm really happy to hear that. And once again, really happy for your results. From our side, just want to remind you guys that we have a Black Friday promotion on all One Phase account up to 50K. And also, very important thing is that we have a giveaway going on. When you buy up to from 3 accounts, you automatically participate in the giveaway with amazing prizes. It includes full trading desk, 1 year of challenges, TTP merge, and if you want to find out how it works, how you're getting results, what are the rewards, just check our socials. We are promoting it everywhere, so go check it out and participate in our giveaway.
Sounds fantastic. Well, mate, we're not going to get any more trades, young Christian, so I'll hand over to you. Mate, I've got a global support webinar in 35 minutes, so I'm going to have to run away and get ready for that.
Great, thank you guys. It was really nice to have you all on the stream. Thank you, Lachlan, again. And I'm wishing everyone a good day.
Thank you, Christian. Thank you, TTP. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye-bye.